So it's common knowledge now that Orlando real estate prices have risen astronomically over the past 2 to 3 years, as did many other areas in the US. And right now, a lot of people, not you guys because you're cool and you're long-term thinkers, but a lot of people right now are really hyper-focused in on the next 3 to 6 to 9 to even maybe 12 months. And so in today's video, I'm gonna talk about 5 areas that I think will transcend or supersede the market of today and will continue to do well for the foreseeable future, which might be good information whether you're looking to buy a home for yourself or maybe you're just an investor looking to park your money, collect some rental income. Whatever the case may be, I think this will be a good conversation. So let's chat. Early disclaimer, this list was made in no particular order, so with that in mind, let's get to the first one, which is going to be good old Claremont. And the median sales price in Claremont actually has gone up 33% over the past year over year, which is absolutely crazy. And a lot of factors really played into that. On a national level, you think about housing inventory shortage and record low interest rates, but on a more localized level, Claremont for a long time, and even somewhat still today, was considered the next best option from the Winter Garden / Horizon West area. And I've experienced that for myself in terms of clients who were looking in Winter Garden, but then they looked over to Claremont, whether the prices kind of pushed them out of Winter Garden or they said, okay, in Claremont, I can get this much more of a house for this much less of a price. And so it kind of made sense. And that still happens today. That's very much possible for you to get much more value for your money. If you're looking price per square foot, you get a bigger house for less of a cost than if you were in Horizon West. But then really, I don't even want to say out of nowhere, but kind of out of nowhere, Claremont really became an attractive area in and of itself, whether that's from creators like me and plenty of other good guys and gals creating content on the area, showing off its beautiful topography, the lake life, the improving downtown area with all the different little bites and artisans and restaurants, really just showcasing everything that area has to offer. And then you add back on top of that it's not that far off from Winter Garden, which is seeing massive development as well to take part in. But even more important is the development that's happening in Claremont. You think everything from a new Tesla dealership to the new Costco, but the big large scale project is Wellness Way, which is about 15,000 acres, going closer to 16,000, about 10,000 plus residential units. And right inside that 15,000 plus acres is a 240 acre development that we're so excited about because they have amazing announcements. If you haven't seen my previous video, go check it out, which is Olympus. And so you're thinking about 243 acres is already getting us so excited. What about 15,000? What are the possibilities that could occur? And Wellness Way is eventually going to connect Lake and Orange County even more, making it more cohesive between the two counties. They're kind of hard to get into to and from, and so that's going to be great, whether by expressways like the Lake Orange Expressway, which is going to have electric charging capabilities underneath for about a mile, which is super cool, or by regular connectors and throwaways. So the possibilities there are endless. And for those reasons, whether you're looking to buy a home for yourself, you're buying middle, you're buying south, or you're buying north, it's going to be good for you and your family or as an investor. And so Claremont should definitely be on your list if you're considering the outlook of Orlando in the next 5 years or so. All right, so for number 2, and I did mention this area earlier, but it's going to be Horizon West. This area has also seen crazy appreciation over the past year, with the median sales price up about 35% year over year, which again is crazy, nuts, absolutely outrageous, but great for the persons who bought 2 years ago. And so this kind of had the same similar transition to Claremont, to whereas people wanted to go to Windermere, which was getting super expensive, and so they kind of bustled over to the Winter Garden Horizon West area. And Horizon West was really once kind of no man's land. There was really nothing out there. Now it's this thriving suburb where a lot of people are drawn to for many different reasons. For one, the location is great, and if you're a Disney fan, you're gonna love this because you can be about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on where you're at in Horizon West, from your doorstep to Disney, which is absolutely amazing. And the area isn't short-term rental zone, so your neighbors are either going to be homeowners or long-term renters, which is really nice. Also in Horizon West, there is a high priority placed on schools, well-rated school district, which is a lot of the draw to Horizon West nowadays. And you think of more schools coming to the area to accommodate more families moving to the area. There's also a really local reason, which is a lot of the communities in there have more amenities than others, which I don't think a lot of people talk about that, but it's actually something I've noticed. And whereas 2 to 3 years ago, this might have been a drawback from you actually moving to Horizon West, which was there was not a lot of amenities, but now you have more restaurants, more shops, more everything really. I think I eat at Clean Eats, which they now just open like every other day at this point. And so it's really exciting to see some of those small businesses and larger national brands come into the area, give it more of a facelift. You got Pop Stroke by Tiger Woods, which I'm excited to check out. You got the cinema there, that's been there for a while, but you also got the Tiki Bar coming in and the indoor arcade kind of center. And so there's a lot of things coming to Horizon West. And whereas I love Claremont for the crazy upside in Horizon West, in terms of residential at least, they're now building out their final village, Village I, which is the kind of Ovation area where they have the Toll Brothers and the Del Webb community and all that kind of stuff. And so they're sort of closing the chapter on the residential side at least, even though there's more commercial and retail and that kind of stuff to come. And so I'm looking at Horizon West as more of a stable or safe bet for the foreseeable future, somewhat compared to Windermere, which has seen I think about a 9% increase in median sales price year over year, compared to Horizon West is like 35%, but Windermere has done well over the years for the same reasons. I think Horizon West will do well as well. All right, so number 3, and if you're a longtime viewer of the channel, you probably know what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna give you a chance to guess. Lake Nona. Comment down below if you got it right. But Lake Nona has seen record appreciation just like all the other areas I've mentioned before. Year over year, they're up about 32% on the median sales price. Lake Nona is attractive for a variety of reasons. One, you're super close to the airport, so for the frequent traveler, this is absolutely amazing. You're about 5 to 10 minutes away. It's the trendy, urban, but suburban paradise of Orlando, the tech mecca of Orlando. A lot of tech jobs, a lot of innovative stuff happening in Lake Nona. The Aerotropolis, of course, tons of airport support going on there. And then you really have this just like, it's formed into such a community, which is like really cool to see. The amenities there are great and they're growing. I know that's a bit of a complaint now, but they're getting better with the amenities rolling out with different restaurants and different kind of shopping areas. You got Nona Adventure Park, which is super cool. You got Drive Shack. You also have the town center, which is still developing, and the new fitness facility. And what really gets me excited about Lake Nona, and I made a whole video on this, was kind of the future of Lake Nona, their 40-year vision for the next 40 years, which is super cool. They talk a lot about unique architectural merit and making it more urban, more kind of like a Manhattan vibe is what I kind of got from it. High-rise buildings with ground floor retail. You got the One Performance Plaza. And as a matter of fact, I'll link all the videos that I mentioned or sort of alluded to in this video at the end of today's video. So make sure you kind of watch to the end to kind of go to all those that I kind of referenced. But again, and even to go more so towards the point of corporate relocations and the job market in Lake Nona, that is what I think really anchors Lake Nona. The median household income is well over 100,000, which is well above average for Orlando. And so as more of these high-paying companies come into the area, I think that's only going to grow, coupled with the fact that they have a vision for the next 40 years. It makes it really exciting. And for those reasons, I think Lake Nona is a very safe bet in the near future. All right, so number 4 is not going to be too far off from Lake Nona. It is going to be the St. Cloud area, more specifically the 34771 zip code of St. Cloud. This is really more so North St. Cloud. And over the past year, this has seen about a 21% increase in median sales price. It is one of the more affordable areas on the list, and I think it will continue to be the more affordable of the bunch that we've previously mentioned, but I think it's gonna do really well for the future, kind of for the same reasons of Claremont, which is that the potential upside is nuts. You think about Sunbridge, the giant that is Sunbridge, from the developers of Lake Nona Tavistock. If you don't know, I've talked about Sunbridge ad nauseum on the channel, but if you don't know, Sunbridge is this like 24,000 acre master plan community put on by Tavistock, kind of mimicking the outdoor lifestyle, or not mimicking, but more so infusing the outdoor lifestyle into everyday life. And so it's this really cool and unique project on a massive scale, almost like twice the size of Lake Nona, if not more. And it's by the developers of Lake Nona, which have already proven they can build something great. And so that gives me even more confidence in Sunbridge, but by extension, St. Cloud, as that area continues to appreciate over the 5 to 10 years. And to draw another parallel to Claremont, in the same way Winter Garden prices pushed people to Claremont, right now I can confirm Lake Nona prices are pushing people to St. Cloud based on clients I'm working with and just kind of word of mouth from other colleagues. And so that is sort of the progression I see going on in the future. But even though you're getting pushed to St. Cloud because of prices, you also have massive development to look forward to in St. Cloud Cloud. And on top of that, Lake Nona is still developing again with their 40-year plan, which you're going to be able to leech off of that. Sort of the things that happen there will sort of bleed into St. Cloud as well, which is really why I see that area doing well for the foreseeable future. Last but certainly not least, as they would say, is going to be Mineola, which is sort of like Claremont 2.0. But a lot of people think they're one and the same, but it's really close to North Claremont. So you're talking about 2 to 5 minutes, depending on where you are in Mineola. And so they've seen, again, just like all these other areas that I've listed before, record appreciation, about 25% plus up year over year on their median sales price. And a lot of that is due to, I think, it's growing in tandem with Claremont. It's this really unique case to where whatever benefits Claremont seems to benefit Mineola, because it's just like right there, right on top of Claremont. Mineola does have things going for itself. You got a new town center in sort of the east side closest to the turnpike. You also have a new hospital going in there, all these new residential communities like Hills of Mineola, the master plan community of Hills of Mineola. You have Del Webb Mineola and some of these other new construction communities. And as Claremont continues to develop, I think Mineola will ride that wave as well. So that's really the basis of why I think this area will do well for the foreseeable future. But let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. If you're looking to buy in any of these areas or anywhere in Orlando, I'd love to partner with you and start that conversation as your real estate agent. So my email, phone number, and Calendly link are all in the description below. Watch these videos right here if you want to learn a little bit more about the areas that I mentioned in today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. But until then, stay safe.